have you noticed stores closing down where you're at? Because that's what I've been noticing when I go to certain places. And it's not even just food stores, although we are seeing a food desert. And that's when the food stores close down where you're at. But other stores, are they like secondhand stores or smaller stores? They're just closing down. And where are they going and why are they closing down, you all? Let me flip this around. We've had rain here. It's still raining. Um, but I'm wondering, why are so many stores closing down and going out of business? And is it localized, or is it it's all over the United States? And is it happening in other countries? See, that would be a good thing to ask. Is it happening in other countries? Starbucks is closing on your end. Well, I know this one phrase that I heard somebody repeat: stop economic growth and you will stop global. Starts with a W. Yeah, and that was the mentality and mindset. I think that would certainly, if you have stores closing down, that means nobody's buying products anymore, and people won't have a job at that store either. It does have a ripple effect, and it affects the local communities where you're at, is what it does. Let me flip this around. Hello, Apple Brooks. Hello, everyone. Hello there, Michelle. Um, it's, let me see. I know it's part of a bigger thing that's going on. You really do. I want to eat a grape. It's 2 grapes. Tastes really good. It does taste good. Even though it's small, tastes really good. Um, it's happening everywhere, and they're not reporting it. I know I did a video a while back. It's probably been a few months ago about the closing. They had a list of closing stores that were closing around the United States. And some of them were the big name brand stores, the big stores. Well, they're kind of not. Well, Starbucks is kind of big, but it's like iconic stores closing down. And even some of the Walmart stores, too, were closing down. And they were like, I don't know, putting more businesses or something in them, too. So I don't know. There's going to be less places to go with stores closing down, you all. You currently are, and you have been, the signs say that the reality of it, they are not hiring. Well, when my husband came home yesterday, he stopped by this Krispy Kreme because he picked up some donuts for his parents. And they had the door shut. They said due to lack of, I don't know, help, drive-through only. They can't find people to do the work, and or, I don't know. I really don't know. I know some stores are a lot of short staff going on, is what's happening. Short staff people. Same problem in the South. I don't know, a lot of, did somebody say bankruptcy? Some, yeah, so some companies are, they're not making any profits. They're not. And there was something else tied to that, I'm trying to think of what else was tied to it. I can't remember. Maybe they got funding. They very well could have got funding from the government, and stimulus and stuff, and maybe that ran out. Maybe that ran out or something like that, incentives and things. The Dollar General, if it goes flop, that will affect Vermont, as store chains are only in a few larger cities. 45 to 60 minutes drive to box stores. I heard that about the dollar stores too. Like the Dollar Tree or the Family Dollar or the Dollar General, something like that. Um, the Catholic Church has locked its doors in Mesa, Arizona. Why would they do that um, in Arizona? Why would they lock their doors? You see stores closing over Germany, and so many people are missing everywhere. Are they really missing? People are missing everywhere. You know, that thought has entered my mind. Like when I go somewhere and I think, well, there's not very many people here. And I wonder why. I don't know. Maybe they're just not out on the road at the time or in the stores at the time or anything like that. Oh, they're the $1.50 stores? Oh, that was a $1.25 store. Look exactly like that in Estero, Florida right now. Really, Naruka? Food banks coming to your town and ration cards. I think the last time they saw them, oh, that was years ago, people had ration cards. It kind of reminds me, a ration card kind of reminds me of food stamps, but you only get like a set amount, and once you get that set amount, you can't get no more because you use it all up. And then you got to get in the big long food lines and stuff, you all. Big long food lines for that stuff. Bread lines, and some people say, well, you're not going to see that where we're at. We're not going to have bread lines. Well, some countries do have bread lines. They really do. I guess it's good to yeah, that is refreshing. Even it's a little teeny tiny grape with a droplet of water on it. Yeah, they taste great. They really do. It's been here for a long time. We planted it years and years ago. There were actually 2 of them. But when they were growing, I'll tell you what happened. We had 2, and they we trained them, and they grew up on here. They looked really beautiful. But then one day, my daughter was standing here at the door, and she looked up there. She said, oh, there's a snake. I said, where? She said, right up there. It was like a 6-foot snake, a 6-foot king snake sitting right up there on that thing. And I thought, no, we can't have that, even though it was a king snake or something. No, I don't want to have a big old snake like that up there enjoying the grapevines. But that's really what it was, something like that. Yeah, you may have to grow your own food. I will say this. Has anyone noticed? This is one particular item. My mother was asking me and telling me Campbell's a bean with bacon soup, or even a store brand bean with bacon soup. It's very rare to even see it anywhere. Are you all noticing that with Campbell's or bean with bacon soup? It's like gone. It's like, and we don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to the bean with bacon soup. Really don't. That particular soup is hard to come by. You never had it. It tastes good. It does. Yeah, snakes keep, yeah. Protect from venomous snakes. Yes, they do. I think we got a few snakes, black snakes, underneath our woodshed and stuff to keep down the rodent population. Yeah, when you all go shopping, when I was in the kitchen this morning, I thought, you know, who has scissors in their house? Because scissors would be something nice to have. It really would if you don't have scissors and maybe an extra pair, because they would come in mighty handy if you had scissors. And I thought, well, the Dollar Tree has scissors really cheap, even though it's $1.25 or $1.50. They have it cheap. You can get a nice pair of scissors. I'm getting ready to have a hot flash. I, I'm gonna come out of this raincoat. Let me look at this. I like to look at this right here. Um, so that's fine. I am having a hot flash. The humidity is, it's really humid. The temperature, yeah, I am having a hot flash. Got to get out of this coat because it's making me hot. I like it, but I don't want to stay here and burn up with that coat on, and I'm starting to get hot. Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, it did get me hot. It did. I like it because it keeps me somewhat dry, except when I was outside doing that rain barrel that day with my one things on them. I don't know, those things you pull up to get in a pond and something, the waders that go all the way up to here. Yeah, they didn't kind of stay dry, but I didn't care. I really didn't, you all. So I had to get back to my topic. Have you noticed that some stores are closing down? But as some stores are closing down, this is really strange. There's buildings of houses going up all over the building so many houses. Why are they building so many high rises, new communities and stuff? And why are other stores popping up while the older stores close down? Oh, honey, let me get this, you all. Let me do it. Yes, I love it. I like to play moderator at times, you all. I do. Oh, I love it. That's right, you all can do it. Doesn't it? Yeah, they just so happen to look there, boom, and that's it. That's exactly right, you all. But yeah, there's a lot of building that's going on. And it's like China. They have these cities that they built, and they're all empty. They're all empty. I guess only the really rich people maybe could live in those cities, but they're popping up. Housing complexes are popping up all over the place. People are coming to Dells, and they're buying out their food from different states. Your sister lives there and has to go to another town. Oh, Angel Wings. So people from another state are going to the store and they're buying up the food at the local stores, and the people who are at the local stores are having to go and get food at a different place. Oh, wow. Total loss, born and raised. It said, ghost towns. Yes, ghost towns popping up all over the place. That right there, that is shocking, especially if you lived in that town and you went away for maybe a few years and you come back and you find that your town is a ghost town. That would be kind of apocalyptic looking. It really would be. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry I'm on here so late. I went to visit my mother. So I thought, yeah, I can visit her. I'll do a video when I get back. I'm not at my computer, as you can see, but I do look forward to getting on that computer, I do, and finding those ships in the sky. If you all were up late last night with me at around 11:30, I think that's what time it was. It was in Taiwan. It was the sunset going down. Toward the end of the video, we zoomed up on a whole gigantic cluster of long white ships. And it was undeniable. You could see like the cloaking technology that was covering up. It really was cool, you all. But that's at toward the end of the video. It's a great big cluster of them on the side, next to the sun. It was cool. It really was. I was even thought, wow, look at that. It's undeniable because you could see all of the straight edges of them. You can see that they're white in the background. You can. They're totally long white, and they were in big clusters, packed and stacked upon one another. No, it wasn't a paint guy. It wasn't a paint guy. It's some type of a cloaking technology. But they're up there in those skies, and they're not even, I don't think they're even interdimensional at this point. I think they're here. They're here observing is what they are. Here observing. Let me listen to the birds. Okay, they didn't chirp as much as I thought. They have clothes in the south. Oh, the trains, what? The trains will stop Monday? LM Savvy, what are you talking about? The trains will stop on Monday. What were you talking about? Is that something circulating about trains stopping? Thank you, Isla. Yeah, the birds are beautiful. They are. They're absolutely beautiful to listen to. Oh, they're going on strike? Yuzvuya? I didn't know they were going on strike. Have you noticed also with the railroad tracks where you're at, some railroad tracks that had not been used for years, have you noticed them kind of revitalizing the area? Like clearing out the brush around there, putting down fresh gravel all around the stretches of train tracks. Have you all noticed that? Because I've been keeping an eye on that. Even though they still got these old train cars, have you noticed that they have been putting down fresh things of gravel? No contract for 3 years. Yeah. I don't think anyone here is really in fear. I think a better term to use is an awareness, an awakening, an awakeness, an awareness. You got neck pain? Yeah, well, see, my neck back here on this right side now, it's stiff, but I think it's because I was pushing my foot, my right foot on that lawnmower yesterday, holding down that gas pedal the whole time. I think maybe that muscle ran from the top of my neck all the way down like that. Close to where you live. Yes, Dennis, honey, I like it better. It is an awareness. When you look around and you're noticing things that don't seem to add up, you ask yourself why, and then you think, well, you can choose how you're going to react. You can choose how you're going to react. You're going to react with fear and all of that. Are you going to react in a way that's calm, saying, okay, I see this is happening, and now what? You can make your plans. You can decide how you're going to react to certain things that are happening. Even if UFOs landed in that sky, or the veil was dropped, and you see all these ships up here in the sky all of a sudden as you're looking over that way. And I mean, it would be a sight to see, and I would be standing here with my mouth open thinking, oh my gosh, yeah, that would really be a sight to see. Um, yeah, I don't attribute this to ascension symptoms. I really do not. Although there is the theory that, which people hold true, some people hold true, that all the pain that people have been feeling in their bodies and stuff is due to ascension system symptoms. I'm not going to attribute this to that. I'm not. It's like when I woke up one morning, all of a sudden, no problems in my whole entire life. All of a sudden, I wake up and I cannot even bend my knees. It literally there was so much pain in my knees. I felt like in my dream state that some interdimensional being bent my knees backwards or in a way that they should not have been and caused trauma to my knees. I still have the trauma. I don't think that's ascension symptoms right there. I really don't. I was attacked in my dream state, is what it was. And it happened just like that, never had no problem at all. So there are beings that who will do that. They will get you in your dream state, is what they'll do, and attack you. Spiritual beings, interdimensional beings, some are very malevolent. They're not nice to humans. They're not, but then there are some who are. Um, yeah, that's right. It was an attack for some reason. Yeah, and it's like everybody waking up all of a sudden with a stiff neck or massive migraines in their head, even children, migraines in their head. Um, the arcs are seen when we are ready to take us away for the cleaning of the earth. Well, according to some prophecy, yeah, the earth will get harvested. And it's it's like the Lord of the Rings when the trees, Treebeard, he goes where Sauron is at, and he sees all the destruction that Sauron done to the trees, the whole entire land, and he was enraged, and the other trees were enraged too, and they tore down his massive structures. And the water, he even stopped the water, and they tore down the thing that was holding back the water. And they said, the filth of Saruman is washed away his filth, and he got stuck in his high tower. It's exactly where he deserved to be, stuck up there. He couldn't get out. I thought that was funny. Yeah, you have migraines. Yeah. Oh, Sasha Mean, that's wonderful. It's really one of my favorites. I haven't watched it in a long, long time. Of course, I don't watch much TV at all. Um, so we're already in the month of July. I might have watched 3 things on TV whole entire year, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that was good, Vonda, honey. That's right. Tea, honey. Gina, do you some of my apple rhubarb pear crumble honey, vanilla lemon squeezed, orange, and gets oats, cashew nuts in the crumble ice cream. That sounds really good. It really does, Tea. That's right. Yeah. Fear men's heart will fail them, it says. Um, So you are going to get back to my subject matter. Are you noticing closing down where you live? Are you driving through towns where you're noticing that the stores are shut down, the gas stations are shut down? And are you noticing, like some have said on here, ghost town? They feel like they're driving through a ghost town. What was is gone. It's like a new era is rising. Okay, you're going to be at the end of the rainbow. Um, Really, I think there is something to that, like the leprechauns at the end of the rainbow, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Um, England, the train. So this is global. This is a global, hello, Michael. This is a global strike with the trains. Didn't we just have airlines? Or are the airlines? Somebody gonna make some pizza? Yeah. Are the airlines pilots still on strike too? If you go to Lowe's, they have no employees to help you. This is what Gina is talking about too. Yeah, short-staffed big time. When I went to Lowe's, this has been 3 or 4 weeks now. This same cart of soil, it's some kind of soil, garden soil, on one of those flatbed things, sitting in the same position for 3 weeks. No one has put them on a shelf. They haven't got any. Was looking for what was we looking for? Some type of soil. They didn't have any, and they're not really stocking the stuff up. Your semi drivers are on strike in another country, and you're not sure if it's in the USA, Naruka. Let me see this. No employees, no product. That's right. Golden Skies. The farmers. I've heard about that. Massachusetts, and nobody wants to work. Businesses are closing, you all. So society is beginning to crumble. It's the foundation is being shaken. That's what it sounds like. The foundations are being shaken. And if the foundations are shaken, what's going to replace them? Those that are shaken and are no more. What is going to? No product, no employees, no customers, and no operation. Lorna, honey, that's okay. Zombie apocalypse. I don't want to see that, you all. I don't want to see a zombie apocalypse. I don't. Oh, my. I did a video a few days ago about the FAA webcams, exactly around 4 days ago on this YouTube channel, how all the east-facing cameras were turned off. And we did it on a live stream. And then when we looked at the FAA cameras, there was only few in operation. There was a great big cluster of them at Cheyenne Mountain, that area where NORAD's at. Big old cluster of all their cameras were open, like they were up, like Wolf Creek and these other ones, they were up. But all around the United States, no, there was hardly nothing. But it was mainly the east, and I remember saying, what's up there? What do they not want us to see? And a lot of cameras appeared to be up somewhere in Alaska area. So with that, that's 4 days ago when I first noticed that and did the live video here. And then they got this Oumuamua. Well, I want to call it the Oumuamua asteroid. And they say it's like 400 feet, as tall as a 50-story building, and it could be 400 to 700 feet tall. That right there, that is like a elongated thing. So if something's supposed to come toward the Earth around the 18th or 19th also, there's like something else coming toward the Earth around the 18th or 19th, you all. So I'm not sure what's going on. And there's lots and lots of rumors out there, you all. There are so many rumors out there about what's happening. Some of them have no validation whatsoever, nothing to back them up at all. So it really makes it hard to even believe some of the things that are coming out there, because some of the things, thank you, Naruka, some of the things are recycled from months past and things like that. They recycle old news and they spread their rumors, but there's no basis. There's nothing to them at all. And I'm thinking, where do they start? Who is funneling these rumors, these things that are happening, where's it coming from is what I wonder. Because I personally, I don't really buy into that. I don't really pay too much attention. I do make sure I'm aware if I hear something. Oh, I'm going to make sure that I am aware and that I keep it in the back of my mind for reference. So then when they're speaking of it, if nothing at all comes from it, then I try to take note. Um, Lewis on Gorille featured your piece on the FAA cameras being down. Sasha, I mean, that's wonderful. There really is. Yeah, I'm glad that a lot of people are, aware. I really am aware and awake. And I know there's a whole lot more people who are than what we even realize. And we may not know it. And just because they don't speak up doesn't mean that they're not awake and that they're not aware of what's happening in our world. They're just being quiet, is what they're doing. And they're just taking note and they're observing all of that, you all. So I like walking through here because of these plants right here. They really love this weather. Um, stick something in your back pocket. Oh, is that what you call it? They will ghost you and not even call you back. Then make it sound like no one wants to work. Ah, Kelly McLean. Yeah. Yeah, Gina Ambro. I think a lot more people will wake up. Some will wake up at the last minute, but they'll wake up. And I think they'll still be able to make a difference. I really do. Even though they may not be awake right now, even though we may not be fully awake right now and fully aware of what's going on, maybe some of us have been blindsided, fooled into believing one thing, and while, knowing others that they're totally caught off guard and they're believing things they should not believe at all. They're being led astray. But that's okay. I do have hope within me, and I hope you all have hope within you too, that despite whatever comes our way, the truth is going to be made known regardless. And you can stand on the truth. You can. But you can't stand on a foundation of lies. You cannot. There's no foundation. It literally crumbles beneath your feet. But when the truth comes out, when the truth is finally um, laid bare right in front of a person, there it is. How can you deny it? Really, how can you deny it? You can't unless you are in total denial and you don't want to hear it and you don't want to adhere to it. You want to live in your fantasy world. But we can stand on the truth, you all. We really can. Um, oh, my goodness, you all. That's right. So it's not too late. It's not too late for people to wake up. Don't give up on people. Please don't give up on your loved ones or other people who you feel they're never going to wake up. Don't say never, because all it takes is one single event, one single thing. It could even take one word to wake them up and snap out of whatever it is they're in. That's all it takes, just one single instance, and then boom, they're ready. Because we all don't wake up at the same time. We all don't come to an awareness at the same time. We don't. There's been lots of people, and there are, who's been aware for years and years and years and years, and some who haven't, some who are waiting for that moment when they really do wake up. And that's why I say, please don't give up hope on anyone, you all. Don't. And don't think it's hope is all lost. It's not. We got hope. We got it right here inside of us. And the future, yeah, the future may be rough, but we got the strength to stand through it, to go through it. We got the strength to stand. We got the courage inside of here. And if you need to pray, pray. If you need to meditate, meditate. Do what you can to keep the peace and keep the sanity in your life. Weed out all that negativeness. Weed it out and pay careful attention to what people are saying. And think within your own spirit, within your own being, Is it resonating with my spirit? Does it seem like it's not? Because you are fully capable of thinking for yourself. Just because some prominent person may say one thing and they want you to accept it as the whole truth, nothing but the truth, doesn't mean that it is the truth, okay? It isn't. Even anything I say, if it doesn't resonate, if things that I say don't resonate with you, then let it go. But if there are things that do resonate with you, then that's great. It really is great. Um, I just want to raise awareness. I really do. And I want you to know that love is truly the most powerful force on the face of the earth. And if you stand in love, you're standing in truth. You really are. So with that being said, I'm going to go. And hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. There's always hope. Even though it may look kind of bleak ahead, there's always hope. And we can do it. Love you.